You alright, guys? So it's been a bit of a while since I last spoke to you, but lots happened. And of course, if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description down below, you'll know this, but I passed my full license. I've done my mod 1, I've done my theory, I've done my mod 1, I've done my mod 2. In total, it was 1 month and 15 days between theory and mod 2 pass, which isn't too bad, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with myself. Mod 2 passed on the second try, made some silly mistakes on my first attempt, but overall, my plan worked. Obviously, in my last video talking about this L-plate hate, linked up top, I said that I was talking about my plan, and that plan seems to have been quite a good success. The only hitch about that was I was wrong about not needing to do a mod 1 because I had a CBT. I misread into that, but a mod 1's only about 15 quid, so didn't make too much of a difference. All of my points still stand. It was a roaring success. Oh, so you change lane and then you drift back into that one, and then you what the fucking retard. So yeah, roaring success. Now you may notice that the bike I'm riding has miraculously changed colour. That's because this isn't my bike. My bike broke down. I seem to have the magic touch of death when it comes to motorcycles, but my bike, very annoyingly, has a issue with its wiring loom. Apparently it is a common issue with Dukes. The wiring loom can end up having water ingress and corrosion on it. I picked it up because my bike wasn't starting properly, which was very fucking annoying, because I didn't actually expect it to be a huge fault. It was basically just not starting on the switch. Dukes like this are meant to just tap the button once, bike roars into life. Well, mine was needing a bit of gas to get itself going, which was sort of not too big a deal. I actually had I was having some work done on the bike anyway. I was switching over to orange wheels from the black ones that come as stock, and I brought it up then, and they sort of done some warranty work on it. They couldn't find anything at the time quickly, but they just done a ECU reset, and that didn't seem to solve the problem, annoyingly. So I had to rebook it back in there. It stayed in there for a day. All the best to my dealership, actually, the KTM centre, because they're doing a really good job with it. They had to look into it. They done a valve check and found that one of the valves was out of alignment. Yeah, and they thought it was that, so what they done was they brought that valve back into alignment, and it seemed to be starting fine. I was there with them, it seemed to be starting fine, but annoyingly, same night, the issue came back. So it's now back in there again. I thought it would only be in there for a day or two, but annoyingly, I'm not going to have a bike until Thursday, or maybe Tuesday if they can work some magic, which is a pain in the arse. But oh well, soon I'll get my bike back and I'll be riding, and yeah. So that's just a quick bit of, well, I guess a warning as well. If you have a Duke, do make sure that your wiring loom is okay. If you have any peculiarities with it starting, because it doesn't sound like much of an issue, just get it looked into. Make sure that everything's alright, because if it's not, obviously a faulty wiring loom can throw up a load of other faults. Mine was having, the second time it was in there, just as it was ready to go, I literally rode it out, and just as I rode it out, we got a engine warning light for a lambda sensor fault, and it had to turn around and go straight back. Props to them, this was about 20 minutes before they shut. They instantly, while the bike was still hot, got into the exhaust system, took out the old lambda sensor, put one in. We just chalked it up to a bad coincidence, but now obviously we know, because the loom is faulty, there's some irregularities with some of the voltages at different points on it, and that's probably what made the sensor give up the ghost. It's actually had the new one go now as well, so that's quite annoying. Another telltale sign was my dash was randomly restarting. Just every now and then it would just turn off and then go back to ready to race and come back on. But long story short, just if you have a Duke, keep an eye on it. Apparently it's a fairly isolated problem. I got fairly unlucky. But yeah, you don't want to have a faulty wiring loom because it can obviously fuck with the bike in pretty nasty ways. So yeah, do bear with the channel for a bit. I'm probably not going to be uploading as much, or at all over the next week or so, just because no bike, and obviously dealership stuff, it might overrun, who knows. Yeah, I'll keep you all posted on Instagram and Twitter and let you know what's going on. I do have a bit of a fun idea for a video that I might release sort of in the interim over the next few days, depending on how much time I have. It might be a bit of a funny video just based on the Mod 2. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, but other than that, I'm doing good. My full license actually showed up today, which I have a bit of a funny story about. You see, I don't know if you know this, but when you pass your Mod 2, they take your provisional license off of you there and then you have to wait for your full license to come in the post. And my provisional license had a photo from when I was 12 on it. I know, it's terrible. I wanted to get that updated. The reason it was on there in the first place was because I was in a rush to get my CBT done and dusted, and I needed a provisional license to do that. And it was going to be about 2 weeks quicker to get if they just snapped the photo off of my passport, which is a photo from when I was like 12. And so that was on my provisional license. Anyway, I phoned up the DVLA to try and get my photograph upgraded, because I thought, oh, well, they're going to be printing me off a new license anyway, so I might as well just phone them and say, hey, before you print it, let me just send you guys a new photo. Then I don't have a photo on my full license of a 12-year-old, because that's probably a bit weird. And they said, no, sorry about that. You're going to have to wait until your license shows up, your free license shows up, because when you're upgrading from a provisional to a full license, you don't have to pay for it. And so basically had to wait for my full license to show up now with a photo of 12-year-old me on it, and now I'm going to have to pay to change the photo. So I don't know if I'm going to bother with that. I still look like me in it. Who knows? I'll think about it. I'll mull it over. Anyway, I've been Moto594 on a unfamiliar bike. Have a great time. Do like, subscribe, do all of the wanky social media things. Twitter, Instagram, comments below. Other than that, take it easy and fireworks for no particular reason. I'll see you in the next one.